We give only Parliament the power to allocate money and to come back and check whether the monies were spent properly. It's a lot of power. They say it's deliberate because we went through a one-party state.
Thank you for joining me, guys. You all just seen the video of Dr. Yumkela, talking, and this goes to the reason why I'm doing this, and let me show you guys why I'm doing what I'm doing. You guys saw yesterday, I did some videos that I shared, and I will share with you guys about Honorable Sidie Tunis. You guys should know who that person is now at this particular point in time. He celebrated his 60th birthday the other day, and we saw it through First Lady's page. So what we want to do is, you see, when you listen to Dr. Yumkela, right, going off, pissed off about what is happening within our governance structure, right? That is the kind of passion. So you ask yourself the question, when I saw, this, birthday of Sidie Tunis, was it really necessary for Honorable Kande Yumkela to show up at that party? Given the fact that, first of all, we know that, these guys, this event was not a national event. Under no circumstances, this was not a national event. And we all know, and we showed you guys the evidences, the receipts of everything with Honorable Sidie Tunis. This man was the man that was caught. Cashbox came and provide that information, invoices, the vehicle that King Home Mining actually gave to Honorable Sidie Tunis. Well, I'm putting honorable because it's behind his name, but these guys are all thieves and criminals. So I just want you guys to see what I'm talking about. This is Tunis. He is the ECOWAS Speaker of Parliament, of course, representing Sierra Leone. This is Tunis right here. I want you guys to see him. This man, we showed you guys the evidence of those, the bill of lading, everything about the vehicle. We showed you guys. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. And Honorable Kande Yumkela thought it fit to attend that party, sitting at the same table with Abbas Bundu, the same speaker that he is complaining about in this video that I'm showing you guys. The same speaker. I can show you guys this. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about.
August 19th. Here's what they say. Like fundamental responsibilities of Parliament, of oversight. Okay? If we neglect it, the culture in the rest of governance will continue. So this is why, unconsciously, by omission, Parliament, yes, could...
Thank you, Abdul, for the sound check. Miss Julia, Miss Grant, how are you? So guys,
Constitution was written carefully.
This is Kande Yumkela complaining about those issues. Tell me how this person, for finding within himself, for go attend a birthday party that I will share with you guys again, so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. How is it that these people go sit down when we have the situations that we have, everything that is happening, they might go sit down at a birthday party there. They go celebrate. When again, I showed you guys, this is the invoice for the vehicle from King Home Mining. I'm taking my time to explain this to you guys. $110,000 went to Honorable Sidie Tunis. Right here, guys. Sidie Tunis, right here. Mohamed Sidie Tunis. $110,000 was the cost of the Lexus LX 570 Super Sport. We pointed this thing out. Said this guy has received bribery from King Ho. Honorable Cherikoko never brought that to the floor of Parliament. But yet, these people are sitting in Parliament. They go sit down now, go attend birthday party. This was not a national event. If Kande Yumkela is really so pissed off at Abbas Bundu, Kande Yumkela, we've seen a couple of videos where Kande Yumkela is saying the speaker already allowed them for bring bills them to the floor for debate. But tell me, but a person anyone for sit with under any circumstances for go sit down party for celebrate anything. And somebody were genuine. If these guys are genuine with what they're doing, but because these people are not genuine, that is why you see them. They take that time they for go sit down na birthday party for go celebrate. They are celebrating thieves. They are celebrating thieves. We saw this man. We showed them everything, the evidence, the vehicle, the motorcar in question. Look at it right here. $110,000 Lexus LX 570 Super Sport. This is the vehicle. You know, guys, I was going to show a video of a young man in story of how, Africans, they would cross through the Sahara Desert, just for come overseas, for come seek greener pasture. The pains and the suffering that they're going through. It is so pathetic. And then you see situations like these. When Kande Yumkelade understand the problems of what Africans are going through. They know exactly what it is. This guy was explaining his ordeal. But this is the Lexus LX570 Super Sports that King Ho. Guys, let me show you the document, because we've tried to do this thing behind the background. We've tried to do this thing behind the background. But nothing is happening. So we're putting these things here out here now so that these guys will take action. Guys, this is the bill of lading for the vehicle. Look at the name right there. Honorable Sidie, Tunis. Japan, la lady motokari come out. Look at it right here. The bill of lading. Everything that says about the vehicle, container and seals, number and kind of packages, description of package and goods as stated by the shipper. All of this we showed. Look at the vehicle. Lexus LX570 Sport. Well, guys, tell me. Now, Honorable Cherikoko, Bo, they invite you Pampati, Bo. If these are people that you are pissed off with, if these are people that you are annoyed with, Bo, you go to party there. But let's show you the birthday celebration. Let me show now. And what you want for show now? Now the corner usai Kande Yumkelade and Sidom and Cherikoko. Right here. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. This is Kande Yumkela right there. Right here. With the black. This is Honorable Kande Yumkela sitting with Abbas Bundu and Cherikoko. Guys, I'm making this point very clear again. This is not a national event where you go say, okay, they are obligated to show up. This man, they know about these things. We pointed these things out. This is all of them sitting over there. Abbas Bundu, as when I look to the left-hand side, Abbas Bundu, Honorable Cherikoko, Kande Yumkela, they are attending the birthday party of Sidie Mohamed Tunis. Guys, look at it right here. Look at it right here. This man, now he received motoka. It cost $110,000, but our people are suffering. Guys, look at the sufferings of migrants. Let me stop this.
Just imagine what it would take to make this journey.
Look at our brothers and sisters.
Poverty and desperation, crammed in the back of a truck, the searing heat, the desert wind. Imagine your truck breaks down and you are stranded in the middle of the Sahara Desert in Niger, abandoned with no water, just an endless expanse of sand.
It really only takes a few moments in the back of one of these trucks to begin to gain an appreciation of just how tough it is out here.
We're on a mission with the Nigerian army to rescue stranded migrants. Our convoy will stop when one...
Why is this happening?
The smugglers carrying the migrants will not.
Why is this happening, guys? Because of this level of corruption. Now, let me take my time to break down exactly to you guys so you guys will understand what I'm talking about when I'm talking about King Ho mining. Now, the APC left over 700,000 tons. This is the whole thing with, cash box. In Komrekoita, we've been going after these issues. They left over 700,000 tons of iron ore, guys. When the SLPP came, then sell them. Who was in charge of government affairs? Now, Honorable Sidie Tunis, this man right here. King Ho, they ship all the iron ore, they sell them to China. This was iron ore that is worth hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. There was a massive bribery going on there where everybody's, I'm sure from the president all the way come down, they get a fair share upon this deal here. But who they suffer from this deal? Now the people of Sierra Leone suffer. This man, now he own deal now catch. Cashbox catch this, get this intelligence. We shared these things with Honorable Cheriko Kudem. We did a live and showed them, say, look at the evidence. Because everybody in your court, Honorable Mohamed Tunis, Sidie Tunis, make them clear for say, listen, as part of my court, when I order for me this Lexus with $110,000, when I order this Lexus come for me, let this Lexus come with me. Order bring the motoka come. Now, King Ho, look at the bill of lading. The name is there. Who is it directed to? Look at it, guys. Atlantic Motors FC from the showroom na Dubai. Now they come out. Sierra Leone National Shipping Company, Kleintown. Look at outside the destination. Other than the Senato. Look at these guys. Derek, Honorable Sidie Mohamed Tunis. We showed these guys these things. Look at the bill of lading, guys. We're not making these things up. Look at the bill of lading. Let me show you the bill of lading now. So I go see him. We say there is corruption here. There is a cover-up. Something is happening. What is going on? We need to know. Look at it. Look at the invoice. From King Ho to Sidie Tunis. Lexus Super Sport. We showed these guys these evidences. Hoping say Honorable Cherikoko, Kane Yumkela, all of these people would open up an investigation into this corruption. But no, they took us for granted. They did not respect the will of the people. And now, look at these guys attending the celebration. A birthday party of this man. These guys are celebrating thieves. These guys are celebrating corrupt folks. This is the point we have to make now. If Kane Yumkela is complaining about the fact that the speaker is not allowing them to debate certain bills in parliament, up till now they've not debated 2018, 2019, 2020 audit report. But these guys are attending a birthday party. Again, this is not a national event. This is not a national event where everybody is obligated at some point to show up in that capacity. This is a private event. This is a birthday party. If you're so pissed off, if these guys are really care about fighting corruption, if these guys really care about fighting corruption, guys, this would not be the show. This would not be what we see. Look at this corner right here. Look at this corner right here. That's Kane Yumkela right there. That is Kane Yumkela right there. In that corner. So if you want that is Kane Yumkela right there in that corner. Of course, you guys can see Honorable Cherikoko easily. But this is Kane Yumkela sitting right there. This glass, they block him face. They all go see in that corner there. Guys, what is wrong with these people? And then you have idiots that will tell you, say, oh, boy, but they party and go. It don't matter. What did I get for doing anything? It has a lot to do with the fact that these guys don't care about the issues, the burning issues. And that is why I'm using this as a case study so you guys would understand. These are politicians dining together. These are politicians celebrating a thief. Somebody where we catch say King Ho sent for him $110,000 Lexus LX570 Super Sport. Guys, why is it that these politicians should afford vehicles like these in Sierra Leone? Why should they afford these kinds of vehicles? That is the fundamental question we have to ask ourselves. Why should they be affording these kinds of vehicles? No politician in Sierra Leone for afford this kind of vehicle. $110,000 Range Rover. But yet our people are suffering. Our brothers are crossing the Mediterranean Sea just to get abroad. They are dying in droves. We see that they send and go to Dubai. Because we have these politicians that don't have values. People like Kane Yumkela. Look at him right there, guys, when I see him. Right there, that's Kane Yumkela. This is the same man where they complain, say, the Speaker of Parliament, no, they allow him. But look at him sitting at the same table with the Speaker of Parliament at a private birthday party. This is a private event. This is not a national event. This is not something where it's a national event that everybody is obligated. Members of Parliament should show up. This is a private event. They had an option to go or not to go. But they decided to go. We should not tolerate these kinds of things. This is because we, the people, are not asking tough questions to these members of parliament, to these politicians. I have to make a choice to say this is a private event. I'm not going to attend. Sidie Tunis was caught, with $110,000 receiving bribe from King Ho. That is a big, big investigation. And I know that is why these guys don't want to open up that investigation, guys. That is why they don't want to open up that investigation. Because we know it's going to be a web of corruption. let these guys come up. You know, Honorable Cherikoko raised this thing in Parliament about the iron ore. After that, it was cricket, silent, nothing after that. What was the deal? We have to know, we have to demand this. Again, these are members of Parliament. Tell me, how are these people going to be serious about fighting? Let me show you guys a video of Honorable Cherikoko and Kande Yumkela in Parliament fighting against the census, against the unprecedented midterm census. Let me show you guys this. If these guys are really genuine with that fight that we saw in Parliament, tell me, will these guys be sitting at the same table with Abbas Bundu, the speaker who is not allowing them to bring bills to the table, who is not allowing them to debate issues at Parliament? He is suppressing them in Parliament because apparently he has all these super expensive powers. But these guys are dining together. Guys, they are dining together at a private event. This is not a national event, a private event where they had the option to attend. Honorable Cherikoko had the option to attend or not to attend. This was not a must. Sidie Tunis was caught in a bribery. What happened to the money? What happened to the iron ore that was sold to China by King Ho? What happened to that money? Who received bribes? Who are the critical players? Guys, Sierra Leoneans, that is the question I want you all to ask yourselves. Because let me tell you what is happening here. These guys, this iron ore is worth millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars. What would these Chinese people do? Give them probably $10 million. I'm sure there is more. I'm just making an example. Give them $10 million. That $10 million is shared amongst everybody in the government, the people that matter. Honorable Sidie Tunis got his fair share. God knows how much he got. Because for this man to order a $110,000 vehicle, guys, we're not making these things up. A $110,000 vehicle. Do you know how much more he has in the back? These guys, they're beginning to live good life whilst other people in the suffer in the country. Guys, this is the vehicle. $110,000 Lexus. If you buy this in America, you'll be paying about $2,000 a month on car note. This is what these guys are driving in Sierra Leone. Guys, this is not personal, but this has to be personal to the point where, because we care about our people. I have nothing personal against these guys. I'm not jealous of this vehicle. And they drive fine motoka, and they live in a fine house. That is because I work for them. These guys should not deserve, they don't deserve to drive these kinds of vehicles in a country that is poor, as they claim say we're poor, when we know we're not poor. Where our people are suffering massively. Look at these guys sitting together. They are dining together. But yet they say they are serious parliamentarians. Kande Yumkela is complaining in Parliament that the speaker is not allowing him. Look at Kande Yumkela right there. That is Kande Yumkela. That is Cherikoko. This is a private event. This is a birthday party. I have the choice. Why would I, if I was in Parliament, why would I go and sit with Abbas Bundu? Why would I attend a party like this? A party, a private event. Why would I honor that invitation? For crooks and criminals and thieves? Let me show you now what happened in Parliament. Let us see for ourselves. Now watch this.
In sweat for them. But the leader of the main opposition APC party in Parliament, Honorable Cherno Majuba, say in party recognize all the documents them, especially the census order 2021, where the ruling SLPP don't learn at the well of Parliament by force that particular day.
They don't purport to lay on the table certain instruments, but we all see say, and the pictures, the videos, and the cameras will show say nothing has been laid on the table. Because they are procedures, let's not be at the table, so we don't know who's part of the table and lay them. As we speak, they're not lay any document at the table. From today on, I'm going to call you. We will not say Parliament Day in session until May. We'll just be there on recess. So if the president they call an emergency sitting now, while session day on, the only thing what you will do through that proclamation day. Now the only item for the other paper. But when I see there's a minister of ticket, the lay paper, then they get bill where they don't cancel cyber bills. So not for the reason where the president say Parliament for 6 for the first weekend now. And all the procedures where SO18 say you will follow in cases of statutory instruments, orders, rules and regulations have not been followed. So the other paper wrong, they're not consulted, and they're not doing what they're supposed to do before they come. Because plenty of issues don't go for talk about. Now, only when we raise the issue, say the census where they want for conduct, as I talk to us right now, the police they still spray pepper spray per week. They don't do it from where they come. But professionally, we don't resist and we resilient. All them pepper spray, we still brave and we still deny. Because we believe in the people that they represent, and we believe say we for respect and protect the law. So basically, we position that the document that where they purport for lay not properly laid before the house, and that even if they be one for lay and properly, they not get the authority because the procedures they were them for follow before they lay the paper. They not follow the procedures there.
But the Speaker of Parliament, Dr. Abbas Cherno-Bundu, not think so, as he believes say he gets the last say in the Parliament, and agree say the documents them day before Parliament now.
The current leader of the opposition, Honorable Cherno-Majuba, will not be Deputy Speaker of Parliament before. Apart from that, sir, now a lawyer in his own right. So a man where I expect say, he go read the Constitution, he go read any legal instrument and understand them. When he make a false objection and I overrule them.
So guys, do you see? At every opportunity, I would not sit with this man in a party. It's not worth it for me to sit with him at a party. And again, I'm not saying it's a national event. But why would I sit with this man at the high table? At a private event like this, Kanye Yumkela is there. Abbas Bunu is there. Honorable Cherikoko is there. If you're genuine with your actions, me, when me know how me day, bruh, man like this, every opportunity that I have to not sit close by him, I will not sit close by him. With all of those actions, with the bastardization of our democracy, is Honorable Cherikoko really serious? Is Kanye Yumkela really serious about what they talk when they come out here, when they sit on our radio, when they sit on our TV? Are they serious about what they're saying? It should show, it should manifest. It is not a national event. It is a private event. You have a choice to honor that invitation. How many times they invite me to Batina? I know they go there because I don't feel like I belong. I know they go there. Not all guys say I go. Not all say I go.
Without your support,
because I have my beliefs, I have my values in certain things. I don't go everywhere. Prior to even being on social media, I'm not the kind of guy who just goes places. Everywhere I go, it has to be meaningful. So if I have an opportunity not to sit close by Abbas Bundu, I would not sit close by him. With all of that rudeness that we saw at Parliament, these guys bulldoze their ways. Matter of fact, Abbas Bundu is not even the real Speaker of Parliament. Cherikoko should have been the Speaker of Parliament. That alone in itself should piss this man off.
Thank you for supporting.
It was robbed of that title.
Thank you for supporting my party.
The APC had more seats than the SLPP. What did they do? They kicked off 10 members of parliament from the APC. And then you have idiots who can't tell me, say, oh, Bo, Ibrahim, that party no more, not so any big deal. You don't get that for do politics. Shut up! It has everything to do with politics. There are politicians sitting at a table, and you're telling me it has nothing to do with politics. Politicians sitting at a table, you say it has nothing to do with politics. Listen to yourself, as idiotic as that sounds. These are the people that are making laws in our country. They are going out there to celebrate birthdays. They go out there celebrating birthdays with these thieves and criminals. People that we've shown them to say, this guy received bribery from King Ho. We want to know what happened to the iron ore money. Who were the people that received the bribe from King Ho? That is a fundamental question that we should ask ourselves, everybody. Instead of these idiots, because they are supporting, you know, hey guys, let me admonish every one of you guys on my live, and every one of you guys that are going to see this later. If you are following me on any social media platform, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, because you think I'm supporting your political party or certain political leader, you have it wrong. You have it wrong. Don't follow me, don't support me. Don't follow me. I don't need you to follow me. If you think I'm going to be, you know, I'm Ibrahim, I'm one of that kind of person who picks. No. All of these politicians have a moral responsibility to save our democracy. And I'm going to go after each one. So if you're one of those people, you're on Twitter, you're following me. And because I'm going after Cherikoko, I'm going after Honorable Kanye Yumkela, you're talking nonsense. But when I go after the SLPP, you clap for me, you're celebrating me. You have it wrong. I'm the wrong man. Matter of fact, if you're following me, get off, don't follow me anymore. Because I'm not playing that politics. The lives of our people is very important. Sierra Leone's future is very important. Future generations, their lives, their destiny is very important. And that is how we have to start thinking. It's not about your politician. It's not about your political party. It's about Sierra Leone, moving Sierra Leone forward. So when I see things like these, a private event, a birthday, Honorable Cherikoko has the right to decline and not attend that birthday party. We show this man the evidences. Not only fighting in parliament. Let me show you guys this. Let me show you guys this. You know, I didn't show you guys the whole thing. Let me show you guys this whole thing I started. Watch this. I want you guys to see this for yourself. Because I want you guys to have an understanding of what I'm talking about. I want you guys to see this. Watch this fighting in parliament. Watch this.
Been get with the procedure them. We for make the emergency sitting. Born fine Pekin.
Oh, thank you for the sound check. I am
The fight among MP them continue and take different style them, like way for no reason. Lights them been go off na the room and pepper spray scent been choke almost everybody around the stage area, and police been enter with shield for push some APC member them of parliament we been there around the area with the speaker for Sidom. The police been same way so take this opportunity where the place been dark for push even woman member them of parliament around the stage area na the auditorium. Same way so at some point the Fed change style. Usai SLPP MP them been get draw with police them like them get Fed for reason we not been too clear.
Mr. Clark, take your seat, we shall proceed.
Guys, after all that, Honorable Cherikoko had the option to attend this party with Sidie Tunis. Guys, this is, let me, I hope you guys are understanding the angle that we're coming from with this one. It's twofold. It is twofold. Because I know sometimes it's hard for people to understand. Twofold. One, Honorable Cherikoko attended the 60th birthday of Mohamed Sidie Tunis. Sidie Tunis was the man that we caught receiving bribery from King Ho for the iron ore. They sent him a $110,000 Lexus LX 570 Super Sport. We brought this to the attention of Honorable Cherikoko to say, investigate this. We said, investigate this. This is it right here. This is the cost of the vehicle. $110,000. Look at it carefully, guys. $110,000 from the King Ho. King Ho, now the company where buy the iron ore from Sierra Leone. Over 700,000 tons of iron ore. Where Cashbox calculator, it's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Then guy received bribery. Everybody getting caught. But we don't have health care. We don't get proper sanitation in that country. We don't get clean drinking water for we people. But nobody they go bomb picking and they die. Not so common. We don't have nothing. The educational system is dilapidated, collapsed. Then picking don't get toilet in the school. Water they run in the school them. Then picking they go to bush for go use bathroom. But yet these guys are receiving these kinds of money. These guys are receiving these kinds of vehicle. And then people go tell you say, oh well, no, these guys should not drive these kinds of vehicle in Sierra Leone. So that is why we are frowning against Honorable Cherikoko, because one, he has refused to investigate on this Honorable Mohamed Sidie Tunis. Honorable Cherikoko, if he say now Abbas Bundu no they allow him for investigate Sidie Tunis, why is Honorable Cherikoko so comfortable to attend a private birthday party? Why is he so comfortable to attend a private birthday party with the Speaker of Parliament? My friends, we don't have to be friends in politics. We're not going to be enemies either. But to God in this day, we have to have our interests. And our interest should be the people's interest. And the people foresee them by our actions. Every one of our actions should show that we really care about these people. Every one of our actions should show that we care about our people. That is what it should show. And how it show? Now, how you fraternize? Fraternization in the African context of politics is what is killing Africa. There is too much fraternity going on between these guys. Everybody in a friend. Now, so somebody share a picture with me of this Ibrahim Tommy, another SLCBC journalist, and Francis Benkai-Fala. Ibrahim Tommy gets a birthday party. Ibrahim Tommy is the executive director, Center for Accountability and Rule of Law. He's a civil society activist. Quiet. Cricket. Nothing. He's not saying shishi anymore. But now these guys, when he has a party, SLBC journalists go attend that. Francis Benkai-Fala will be there. You know, so who's going to hold who? Who's going to check who? All of these guys, the journalists who ever call out the civil society for not speaking up will not call out the civil society anymore, because the civil society, they are bodies now. They attend birthday parties together. The anti-corruption commissioner, the civil society activists that should hold the anti-corruption commissioner accountable, they're no longer holding him accountable because they are bodies, they are brothers. They were all in the same fight back in the days against the APC. Now the SLPP is in power. The fight is over. Now they are brothers. They are fraternizing. Fraternization is what is killing the African politics. So amongst our politicians, we want to be able to see that, yes, there should be no enemies. We're not enemies. We're not friends. We're not enemies. We're not friends. I'm not attending your private birthday parties. We're not seeing eye to eye. You don't have my vision. Why should I be attending your birthday parties? It is principle. It is principle. It is principle. That is what I want you guys to understand. So it is the principle behind the whole thing that we are pointing and frowning at now. Honorable Cherikoko had the option to go and attend this private dinner or birthday party, to sit at the same table with Abbas Bundu for not investigating Sidie Tunis, who received $110,000 Lexus LX 570 Super Sport from King Ho from the sale of iron ore in Sierra Leone. This money is not reflecting at people. Do you guys want me to show you videos of sick people? When I want to show now, brace yourself. I'm going to show you this lady in foot they rotting. It is pulled off. Na Kombra, it is circle. We don't get access to healthcare. Wanna watch her?
This is a place called the Sadia by Afalaba district, where Kabila Chiefdom. One woman where I can meet now, so we get this thing and this one in needle. Cinnamon way the tough the Rondopana who come meet them Naya, you know, get helper. I just made this video at least for the Soriat people in Canada in aid. Now I see if it's almost rotting and they need help. So I want the Soriat people in camp. Okay, help them, you get twin them now, so looking twin picking them. When they all sit down, this woman will get help and they need help. So I come to this place, I can't see this woman, so I decide to make this video. For all the Soriat people in Siam. So now the word down there, I go forward this video to the social media. Whosoever need help, they are like help them. And the mommy, what's your name? Your name is interview on my papa.
Is it name of Fatma Sama? That's
Sadia. So what him do with food?
You shall not go for we call on Payalunga, this is too. The sickness.
Who stand this start for now?
As I have what you do.
So he said this sick guy don't take Panam, now this tomo in the sea continuously. He going to picking them when I twin them. As soon as I can see, there are Soriat people let them come inside for let them help this woman with this sick here. So at the word that.